Throughout history, wars have been fought over land, oil, and even religion. But the next great conflict may be over something far simpler: water. As climate change intensifies and populations explode, we are fast approaching a future where access to clean water determines not just prosperity, but survival. Right now, over 2.2 billion people lack access to safe drinking water. By 2040, over half of the world's population is expected to live in regions with severe water shortages. Rivers that once sustained entire civilizations are drying up. Groundwater is being drained faster than it can replenish, and some of the most powerful nations on Earth are already competing for control over the planet's last great freshwater reserves. The Middle East has long been a flashpoint for conflict, but now a new battlefront is emerging. Turkey, Iraq, and Syria all rely on the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, but Turkey controls their headwaters. By building massive dams, Turkey can regulate the flow of water downstream, cutting off Iraq and Syria in times of crisis. A future war could see nations clashing over access to the last remaining reserves. The Himalayas hold one of the largest sources of fresh water on Earth, the glaciers that feed the Brahmaputra, Indus, and Ganges rivers. China, controlling the upstream flow, has begun diverting rivers through massive engineering projects. This threatens India and Bangladesh, both of which rely on these waters for farming and drinking supply. The fear: a drought in India could lead to direct military conflict with China. Egypt has always been dependent on the Nile River, but upstream, Ethiopia has constructed the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, a structure so massive it can control 90% of the Nile's water flow. Egypt has already hinted that it will not tolerate having its water supply strangled. Some analysts believe that if a diplomatic solution isn't reached, military intervention is inevitable. Before bullets fly, nations would first engage in economic warfare, blocking trade, imposing sanctions, and cyber attacks on infrastructure. A country controlling an upstream river could throttle its flow, crippling the economy of its neighbor. Rather than full-scale war, we may see a rise in proxy conflicts. Small militias funded by rival governments attacking water facilities and dams. Terrorist groups could weaponize water by poisoning reservoirs or destroying pipelines. If diplomatic solutions fail, full-scale war is the final stage. Governments may seize control of major rivers and reservoirs by force. Military campaigns would likely target hydroelectric dams, irrigation networks, and water purification plants. Unlike oil, you can't negotiate when your people are dying of thirst. Despite the growing crisis, solutions do exist. Advancements in desalination technology, water recycling, and efficient irrigation systems could help delay the inevitable. International treaties like those governing the world's nuclear weapons could be expanded to prevent water hoarding and river control disputes. But will nations invest in peace or prepare for war? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.